Roman Reigns pumping himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk gonna tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Lights suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out at two.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing, 12 years after his last...
Oh, yeah, from the top. Oh, a malfunction at the junction. Crashing and burning. What a miss from up high.
Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. And a well-executed move we just saw there. Oh, wow. Lights out. Neckbreaker. Punk never saw that coming. And he retaliates.
Putting him in the corner for something here. Now opponent drop with a clothesline.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's the sling blade. Got them off their feet here.
Someone call a dentist. Stiff shot to the abdomen.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
Isolating the arm.
Gets the reversal. What a counter.
A quick roll out of the ring. He's clearly looking to regain his composure here.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
Seth, double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
Shoulder up.
What will it take to end this? Because clearly that was not it. Clubbing blow. Averts disaster with an elbow in the midsection. Big time power slam.
Goes into the corner.
Counter by CM Punk. He's looking to take things to the outside now. Heading to the outside now.
Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
There's one. Teardrop suplex. They're going to go, I think, for a second one. No way. 3 in a row.
Blow to the abdomen gets them out of that.
And saw what was coming and delivered a backdrop.
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
Reigns checking under the ring now.
Grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
Sliding back into the ring. Bam! Suplex.
Down with the suplex.
Oh, my God. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk.
Oh.
No coming back from Reigns after that. Makes the cover. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
Oh, from the rope.
Direct and brutal impact. Rollins drops his opponent.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Punk's got a problem here.
And Rollins getting battered there.
Well, no one is immune from the chaos in a triple threat match. Eventually, it always catches up to you.
Hit on CM Punk. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
You've got to be kidding. Oh, we know what's coming.
Uh-oh.
Well placed elbow, flex dive. Rollins looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Sling blade.
This is it. He could put him away right here.
Rollins steers clear of that. Kick to the gut by Rollins. Opponent defenseless. Pedigree.
Seth Rollins with a stomp.
We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
Going for the cover.
Stopping the ref's count there. No. You can see the battle scars on their bodies, and they CM Punk from the top rope. Oh, man, he landed rough there. I don't care how.
Roman Reigns. And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hanging strong with the two men that have remained at the top. And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania.
From the top rope.
Roman Reigns. And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is
Punk about to take flight. CM Punk with the elbow.
The Architect getting rocked by the one and only CM Punk.
Barbaric clubbing blow.
Oh, man.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
Well, Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang.
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All three men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
That favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the Tribal Chief.
Bow down at the feet of the Tribal Chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic agrees to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about. My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse, this is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Oh, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with...
Here we go.
Splash! The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
From above!
Taking flight!
Wow, cross body! Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
JBL really wants to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living. Wants the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned this dream to be at SummerSlam and defend the championship to prove that he is a man. A win tonight would be a crowning achievement in Punk's career.
While details are not real.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways.
And JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion, a fluke even. Bradshaw called this championship run by Punk pathetic. That is a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, say what you want about Punk's run. He's knocked off some of the best, including Bradshaw once and Batista on a couple occasions.
No respect from the champion shown there.
Follows it up with a clothesline. JBL can't avoid this.
Uh-oh. Telegraphed. The challenger is going for it. And a kick out at 2. Couldn't quite slam the door yet.
Punk now with a quick go behind hammerlock.
And a lariat. And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down. Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
And JBL doing what he does best. Manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Spin kick to the midsection.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. A maneuver that the champion has put. Punk now looking to up the ante, and he locks in the Anaconda vice grip.
Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this.
I'm sure he's trying, but as you just said, Cole, that hold is locked in tight.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free. Quick thinking counter into a takedown.
He carried around now.
Go to sleep. The champ firing their best shot to retain their title.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals. Win the match, earn a title shot, Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot, and we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this!
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect, but at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history, and I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the gold last night at a WWE live event in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, as devastating as that loss was, Punk has to quickly recalibrate to get the job done tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
I remember in Manchester, William Regal standing victorious in front of all of his countrymen, telling them that he was proudly going to go all over the world defending that Intercontinental Championship.
Vowing to bring prestige and honor, in his words, back to the Intercontinental title.
Two former world champions meeting for the first time ever. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
You ask me, either of these men could bring a lot of prestige and honor to the title. Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are facing off against each other? Duking it out here for the #1 contender spot for William Regal's Intercontinental Championship.
I think either one of these men is fully capable of bringing even more honor and prestige to that coveted championship. You can tell there's so much mutual honor and respect in there between Punk and Mysterio.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match and you have an injury and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. It's like a target for your opponent. Rey probably wants to appear 100%, even if he truly isn't.
Neck breaker!
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Punk ducks under, grabs the hammerlock, and drops his opponent with a massive line.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Oof,
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. I'm not sure how much of CM Punk's head could be in this match after losing the World Tag Team titles last night.
Well, he's facing Rey Mysterio, so he better get his head in the game fast.
Hang on, bar. Triangle's in. A battle on the mat now. And Mysterio escapes.
Springboard misses the target.
Placed him in the corner here.
Feet tied up. Has to be feeling vulnerable here.
Mysterio counters quickly. CM Punk had a big night this past Monday night on Raw. He won the Slammy Award for the OMG Moment of the Year.
Well, yes, he did, but his week went downhill from there. Losing his World Tag Team Championship last night, you have to believe that's on his mind. You always see sports teams have some sort of hangover after big losses.
But Punk doesn't drink, so I think he can avoid a hangover quite easily.
I see what you did there.
Get in there, ref. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. CM Punk won the World Heavyweight title back in June on his first night on Raw after the draft, cashing in his Money in the Bank.
What a night to remember that was, but the...
Here we go. Here's the pin. Stops the count before it, too.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
Oh! And able to skirt around that attack.
The DDT! Great wherewithal there.
Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. A lot of mutual respect between these two superstars. The first time these two former world champions will ever face each other.
Yeah, we talk about the honor of battling for the title. I think it's an honor for both of these guys to be facing each other. Getting put against the turnbuckles.
Draped into the deadly Tree of Woe position.
Stuck in the Tree of Woe and being viciously kneed over and over again. Get in there, ref.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Punk connects with a knee to the jaw. Gonna turn this around.
Stacked with that bulldog.
Again, the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal, will face the... this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental Champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Ray had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
What a move by Mysterio with a Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now the second bite of the cherry connects. CM Punk down. And now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory in a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Ray have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game.
619.
Rey Mysterio may be closing in on that #1 contender from the top.
Oh, what a counter, knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time.
What a display of strength here.
Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk?
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
From the top rope.
Off the mark.
Took the risk. Received absolutely zero reward.
And that may have just been the...
Punk really looking to drop the hammer now as he cinches in that Anaconda Vice.
This might just do it. This might just end...
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Return fire on Rey.
Leaping into the wheelbarrow, up and around with a DDT!
Rey taking it to Punk, still vying for the #1 contender spot. Senton! Oh, that hurt. What a counter.
Crash landing.
And an elbow.
Looking like a game of tit for tat now.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first? All this heavy artillery is really adding up. Boom! Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Picked up and being carried around now.
Nothing Mysterio can do now.
Cover. We have a cover.
2 count. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
Every single person in this arena thought this was over, except Rey Mysterio.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
I was expecting a great match from both of these men.
Punk and Mysterio are not disappointing tonight.
Got him in the corner now.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Hooked up. DDT.
I'd say this has been tough to watch, but I think that would honestly be an understatement.
Yeah, these repeated blows to the head, a truly gruesome and reckless display.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
Uh-oh. Oh, what a quick answer. Climbing up the corner.
From the top.
Knees up. Knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter.
Lift it up. What's next?
Boom. GTS. Goes to the well one more time. No one's getting up from that. Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Punk now locking in the Anaconda Vice grip, and that is cinched in tight. Couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Battered and bruised. What a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.
Okay, so far, so good, right? 2 matches, 2 big wins. But let's use this slingshot technology to get another chance at a win that slipped right through my fingers. WrestleMania 27, facing Randy Orton. I'd done what few people dare to do and provoked the Viper myself. This was revenge, of course, for Randy Orton attacking me at Unforgiven, punctuating the whole thing with his trademark punk kick, which caused an injury which forced me to vacate the World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, that right there was impressive.
Credit to Randy. He showed exactly why he is one of WWE's most dangerous competitors, as I made one single mistake, resulting in him getting the RKO and getting the victory. This time, with your help, we're going to get that win. Let's rewrite history together.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this man, CM Punk, has the upper hand, both physically and mentally.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
The assault on Orton's leg 2 weeks ago. The mental anguish that Punk has put Orton through. I believe Punk will be in control in this match.
And I would argue that there's just no way on earth that CM Punk, after everything he's done, is going to have an advantage over the Viper. Randy Orton is irate. There will be no stopping this man.
CM Punk, a charismatic figure. The people follow him. And he has one thing to get him through tonight, and that thing is faith.
And I believe that Randy Orton has just taken the psychological advantage back from CM Punk.
Sorry, Wade. I don't agree with you at all.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Look at the right leg of Randy Orton. That leg is heavily taped. The question is the leg ready? After the assault with the monkey wrench by CM Punk. Remember, it was just this past Monday where Orton could not even follow through with a patented punt to CM Punk because his leg gave out. As cold and calculating and evil as Randy Orton is, you can bet that CM Punk is even more so. Punk mocking Orton and his bad leg outside the ring. And that heavily taped leg will be a bullseye for Punk tonight. And as cold and calculating and evil as Randy Orton is, you can bet that CM Punk is even more so. We've seen exactly that in the weeks leading up to this match.
While these two men would never admit it, it is eerily similar how alike they are. Punk and Orton, both these men can easily be described as cold, cunning, calculating, nefarious, diabolical. Take your pick of the adjective, the point remains. They truly mirror each other in that respect.
But there's one. Look out! Oh, he paid for that high risk. Conspicuous by their absence tonight are the other members of the new Nexus. Each of Punk's followers have been barred from ringside after suffering losses to Randy Orton.
And the Vipers made double sure that they won't be in the building as he gave each member of the group a punt after defeating them.
From the heavens!
Gets the knees up. Incredible wherewithal.
Ooh! Ooh!
Looking to finish this one early.
He's got the ropes and the pin is broken.
Able to steer clear of danger there.
CM Punk very confident coming into this matchup. He says he has followers and faith in his corner.
I don't know how much faith he can have when those turncoats in the new Nexus have been neutralized.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Extremely painful hold there. And you can see him struggling to... Oh, what a great escape. Orton gets the better there.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Look, Randy Orton needs to end this matchup quickly. He's got to go on the offensive and put Punk away as quickly as he can.
Easier said than done. Punk has targeted Orton both physically and mentally in the weeks leading up to this match. The assault on Orton's leg with the monkey wrench, the mental anguish Punk has put Randy's family through, what Randy Orton should do, and what Randy Orton can do in this match are two entirely different.
Flying. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Oh my gosh!
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Look out! Oh, coming down from way up top.
Again? He's making the...
From the top. Misses big time. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Totally helpless at the moment. What a shot to the ear.
Thunderous power slam.
Now propped up in the corner.
Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
Orton isn't being given a chance to breathe.
Yeah, Punk's just toying with Randy like a cat with a mouse. From the top.
Diving double axe handle.
Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Sharpshooter is applied. I can't. One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere. Simply too close to the ropes this time.
He connects with a counter.
The story of this match is that knee injury of Randy Orton's. We don't know if we'll see Orton's patented Punk tonight. He attempted it on this past Monday, but could not execute the maneuver.
We shall see, Corey. Randy has had a week to recover, but any focused attacks on that region are going to highly lessen the chances that the Viper can unleash his most devastating attack.
Uh-oh. And he was ready for Orton.
Guys, Punk may have this one sewn up. Shoving him into the corner now. Followed by a clothesline. You've got to wonder where CM Punk's head is at tonight. There has been a lot of instability in his mindset over the past year.
No, you're right, Wade. At this time last year, Punk was joined in WrestleMania by the Straight Edge Society. Then he got injured, joined the commentary team for a bit, and now he's leading the new Nexus. You have to wonder if Punk has found his place or if he's still searching for that focus that'll bring him back to the top of WWE.
We are seeing Punk at his best right now, but something tells me we haven't quite seen this man's final form. There's a rage bubbling inside of Punk that hasn't come out yet.
And Punk and Orton going at it here. Man, both of these guys physically exhausted.
What a knockdown, drag-out affair it has been from the opening bell. Now CM Punk looking to concoct something particularly nasty here.
Randy Orton sensed something bad was coming, fighting his way out. And Punk sent into the steel.
And Orton now has Punk where he wants him. Vintage Randy Orton.
And it rarely works out well for Orton's opponents from this point.
The Viper now coiled, ready to strike.
Staring in the eyes of Punk, who's down and out, but I think Orton, guys, may have other ideas.
Yeah, this may well be the knockout blow. Randy Orton got that look in his eye, got venom flowing through his veins, bad intentions in mind.
Knockout blow. This may end CM Punk once and for all, Wade.
Orton gonna try to end Punk's career with that patented punt, and Orton's knee gives out.
Oh, just collapsing at a critical moment, and CM Punk surviving there by the skin of his teeth.
Randy Orton's hurt. Punk now trying to figure out if he can drag himself up and somehow take advantage here.
CM Punk with a golden opportunity to capitalize here at WrestleMania with a wounded Viper. Orton wanted the RKO and Punk out of the way just in time.
Punk slithering out of there. How smart of that was CM Punk. And now perhaps gets a chance to finish off the Viper.
Punk launching himself off the top. RKO by Orton! Out of nowhere to Punk! Can he capitalize?
This is Orton's for the taking now.
And he's into the pin. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
And a well-timed counter. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
after everything he's been through. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Stiff shot. Back and forth we go.
Punk wasting no motion on the count.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here. Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every... What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Definite GTS.
Orton is done.
Looking to put this one away.
2 count. My goodness, Punk did it. CM Punk just put down the Viper.
The winner of this match, CM Punk!
And this man, CM Punk, was stalwart the whole time. Stalwart in his belief that his fate would triumph over Randy Orton's venom. Stalwart in his drive to seek what he considered righteous vengeance against Orton.
Punk did everything he promised and more. This may not be the ending the WWE Universe had hoped for, but this is pro wrestling, not a fairy tale. The good guys don't always win here. Not that Orton would call himself a good guy.
Well, Punk definitely wouldn't call Orton that. Instead, he'd call him a loser.